Good afternoon to the citizens of St. Bernard Parish. Today is Thursday, April 2nd, in the year 2020. So our last update was Monday, and today is Thursday. So I want to make sure that we get our message out to the citizens of St. Bernard Parish of what's going on. And I've gotten some feedback from some of our residents that they kind of want to hear what's going on a daily basis. So we're going to try to come back and do this every day and give you some relevant information as it pertains to the COVID, and we can talk about some parish issues too. So we're going to try to do that. And with that said, I'm going to jump into some parish business here. Our water bills. It's a good time for you to go online at sbpg.net. Bill pay, and you can get all of your bills paid online now at St. Bernard Parish Government. So we want you to know that that service is available with all of the COVID stay-at-home orders. This might be a good time for you to do that. And while you're on the internet, it takes about 10 minutes to go on to Census 2020 and make sure that you sign up for the census. It's so important for our community, more important now than it was a month ago, because all of the federal dollars that are coming down with the response on this COVID is going to relate directly to the amount of people we have in our parish. So wherever you're at, if you're home and you can get to an internet, please file your application and record your household in the Census 2020. So thank you guys for doing that. I also want to thank the citizens of St. Bernard Parish for complying as much as we are with the stay-at-home order from our governor. We already knew what was going to happen in our area, in our state, a week ago. That's why we are imploring people to listen and to stay at home. If today's numbers doesn't give you more motivation to do the right thing and stay away from people and follow all of these guidelines, nothing will. Yesterday we was at around 90 positive tests and 3 deaths, and today we're at 181 doubled and 5 deaths. So this COVID is what it is. We know this, and we know that it's going to get worse in the next 2 weeks. And the more I talk about this, the more I want to continue to say that this is about self-accountability for all of our citizens. If there's any problem that we've faced in our lifetime, community, state, country, world, that we all need to work together, it's this one, because we're all dependent on one another. And like I tried to say the other day, that everyone is considered positive. That's how you have to treat this. Stay 6 feet. Continually wash your hands during the day for 20 seconds with soap. Use the disinfectants on your hands if you can all day long. I have my wipes in my pocket. I use them. I wipe my phone off. I wipe my hands. I'll use the wipe and grab a door handle. You know, we're living a different way today, and it's a matter of life and death. 5 deaths in St. Bernard Parish. How many of those people you know? How many of those people are around you that you know right now that's going to pass away, and they're doing fine right now, and they might have diabetes, they might be obese, they might have kidney problems, they might have some other underlying problems, and this is going to hit our community. It's already here. It's community spread. And how many people you know 2 weeks from now that's going to either be in a hospital on a ventilator where their family cannot see them, nurses are holding phones up in FaceTime, right? And how many of those people are going to pass away at our hospital with nobody around, alone, right? You know, so we all need to be thinking about that. We all need to be thinking about that. Please, if you operate a business, operate it knowing what the guidelines are. And residents, please only leave your house for essential travel to and from, groceries, doctor's appointments, pharmacy. That's what we're asking you to do, right? So I needed to say that. I'll probably say it again at the end of our update here today because it's just that important. I want to talk about curfew. Some of the surrounding parishes are implementing curfews, and it's for different reasons. The reason to implement a curfew at this time would only be if our sheriff's department, our deputies are dealing with some unforeseen crime, and maybe juveniles being out and about at night, being mischievous, right? So that's not happening in St. Bernard Parish right now. We are not seeing any of that, but if we do, that's totally not off of the table. But our sheriff's department and our sheriff's deputies will let us know if we need to go that route. So right now, in St. Bernard Parish, we don't see a need for a curfew. It doesn't really do much for COVID-19 unless we did a 24/7 curfew where people could not leave their homes. And that's not happening. But again, and I'm going to keep going back to this. Just remember, all of the lockdowns, the stay at home, all of that stuff, right, is something that we're doing. If you are out and about, if you take care of yourself, and if everybody does that, do not get within 6 feet of people. Continuously wash your hands. Use the solutions all around. Keep one in your car. Keep a sterile wipe, in your car. Don't go around people. And if they come close to you, say, please, let's observe social distancing. I've had to do it many times already. It's not right. It doesn't feel like who we are. It's hard to live this way, but that's something we have to do, right? So I wanted to talk about that. Our hospital, let's give an update at our hospital. Our hospital, our 40-bed hospital, today currently has 43 patients, and we have 31 patients that are COVID patients. So as you can see, our healthcare system, just right here in St. Bernard Parish, is limiting out. We have an excellent staff at our hospital. Kim Keene is doing a wonderful job, and I want to thank her and all of her staff for everything that they're doing. It's not easy for them. Had a phone conversation with her today, and it's just, they are, when President Trump talks about it's wartime, it really is for them. It may not be for us, but because of what they're doing, we need to do our part to make sure that they don't have to go through the things that they're going through every day. 9 of those patients are on a ventilator. We do have 6 ventilators as spares. So again, equipment-wise, PPE-wise, we're pretty good with the oxygen system and what we're able to help with through our Homeland Security Director, John Ram, is doing okay, but they still need staff. They still need people. If you have the credentials to work in the healthcare, they are hiring still today. So I just want to again say that our healthcare workers are doing such a good job, along with our first responders and our sheriff's department. We want to make sure that we support them. And how do you support them? Observe the social distancing or stay at home. Let's not give them any work during this time. Let's not have to call 911. All right, and because we're out doing something that we're not supposed to be doing, right? Let's always think of our first responders and our healthcare workers. They are the true heroes that is going on today. We hear it nationally. We hear about everything that's going on in New York and what's happening, the horror stories these people are seeing in their hospitals. Well, we're seeing it right here in St. Bernard Parish, right? So make sure that if you see a healthcare worker, if you don't want, pick up the phone and call them or tell them hello from a distance and tell them we're thinking about them. That's the COVID update. But I do want to take an opportunity to talk about something that we always have problems with in St. Bernard Parish. And we have workers today that are essential workers in St. Bernard Parish picking up litter, right? So why do we have to pick up your litter? Why do you have to pay millions of dollars a year to pick up the citizens' litter? Have you ever thought about that? Think about that for a second. Why is it government's responsibility to pick up litter? It sounds so simple. What if we didn't do it? We don't have to. But we have to because we want a clean community. We want people when they come here to see vibrant, clean, that we're doing everything we can to make sure that our people, our citizens, have a quality of life, right? We're picking up as much litter today as we've picked up ever. It's amazing to me. And I'm venting here a little bit, and it's not for everybody. It's a small portion of our community. It's probably the same portion of our community that just don't want to listen to government's advice or law enforcement. They push back all the time. Well, they're continuing to throw litter on our highways. My wife and I walked our neighborhood yesterday. The litter that's in the drainage ditches in our neighborhoods is amazing, right? So there's my rant, litter. During this time, maybe we can talk about and let's start a Facebook, conversation about litter. Let's not, complain about things that we don't have any control over. Let's complain about something that we know happens every single day, every minute of every hour of every day. And we have essential employees picking up litter in St. Bernard Parish. So let me say at the end of this update that I am so, I feel good about the general population of our parish and how we are responding to this COVID-19. I feel very positive about all of our citizens and how we keep our parish beautiful. We have to keep it beautiful inside. We have to keep it beautiful on the outside. So we need to continue to do the things that we're doing, and we can't let the small percentage of people who don't want to do the right thing bring us down. But I do want to talk about it, and that large percentage of people can make a difference. We can make a difference in doing the right thing. So thank you for listening. We are going to try to come here every day and talk about the COVID-19, and maybe instead of litter tomorrow, we'll talk about something else that we can do better here in St. Bernard Parish. So God bless. And thank you.